Vale G, por si no, pues no viste, ¿verdad? Te faltan cosas que mandar, tienes hasta hoy a las 7, más tardar 7 de la tarde para que mandes lo que te hace falta. Si no, te doy gasolina. Bueno, ahora, en donde, pues en Schoology te faltan cosas o hay unas cosas que no se pudieron abrir. Chécale, pues es que checa los comentarios que te pongo ahí, no nada más lo pongan y ya, se olvidan de eso. Vuelvan a entrar, chequen si ya está calificado, si no está calificado, si tienen que corregir. Bueno, entonces, in this unit, we're going to talk about taking some risks. I know it says risky business, but it's not necessarily. It's not going to be necessarily about businesses itself. No, it's more the fact of taking risks in life because that's what we have to do sometimes. Take risks. Sorry, but what is a risk? Who can tell? Sorry, I have hiccups. Who can tell me what a risk is?
Is do something dangerous?
Okay. It's something dangerous. In a way, yes, it's something dangerous. What else? Can you give me another definition with your own words of what a risk is? So we have one, something dangerous, yes. But what else?
It's like a trade-off. It could be good, it could be bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So you're going to try something, but we don't really know the outcome. We don't know if it's going to be a good result or a negative result or what. And so we have to take the risk, you know. ¿Qué dice Vanessa? Que ella sí mandó el de la unidad 8. A ver. Schoology no miente. Unidad 8. Assignment. Talk about social justice. Y aquí no está Vanessa. Did you send it to the email? If you send that to the email, I have to check. Maybe it's in the junk mail. Este es el que no se puede abrir, sí, Valeria. Por más que lo trato de abrir y modificar a otra forma de archivo, no se puede. Right. So we're talking about risks. Now, have you? I don't know if you like. Volveré a subir así. Do you like taking risks in your life? Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be like a very dangerous thing, you know. Like if you go to let's say that you go to a restaurant, and every time you go to that restaurant, you always order the same thing because you like it, it's good, it's your favorite dish, and so. But one day you say, "Oh, I want to try something new. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but I'm going to take the risk." So it could be something as simple as that, or maybe talking to the person that you like, the boy or the girl that you like, and like you don't know if he's going to like you back or something, so you want to ask him or ask her out, and well, you have to take the risk. Or it could be something more dangerous, like maybe going into a business. You have to invest a lot of money, or many things. So a risky situation is something that you don't know if it's going to have a positive or a negative result. So the question is, do you like taking risks in your life?
Teacher?
Yeah.
It could be, for example, when I am in an exam and I don't know the answer, I just choose a random answer and take the risk is correct or not.
It could be, yes. You are risking it because you don't know. So you're like, pues este ya, el que sea. So it is a risk. Maybe it's not a very dangerous risk, but it is a risk. You take your chances. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it could be. Or like when you have an exam and you don't study for it, like nothing. And like, bueno, pues a ver cómo me va mañana. So it's a risk because you didn't study. So you might have a very easy exam and you remember most of the things, or it could be very difficult and well, you're going to fail because you didn't study, but you took the risk of not studying for it.
Like me and Salap. All the
Exactly.
time.
Que sea lo que Dios quiera, así es. Ya lo que va a tronar, que truene. Entonces, pues sí, tomamos el riesgo, es bueno, pues ya. But sometimes people don't like taking risks. So that's what I'm saying. So for example, Vale A says that she doesn't like taking risks. I don't know. What about the rest? Gabriel, Mario, Davo, do you like taking risks? Vale G, I like to take risks. Jael
Yeah.
does.
It's not
Yes,
like I like it, but sometimes you need to take the risk.
Yeah, sometimes you need to. Like, there's no other way around. But sometimes people prefer not doing it, like, than risking it. You know, así como que, bueno, pues si me tengo que arriesgar a esto, pero no sé, mejor no lo hago.
I tend to be more fearless.
Oh, that's a good thing. Okay, Tavo doesn't like to take risks. All right, very good. Yeah, I do like taking risks sometimes. Sometimes, but I am, how can you say it? I am very analytical about it. Like I actually think about the pros and the cons before making a decision. Although sometimes it's a risky decision, but I still think about the results a little bit. No como el borras de que ya sí lo que sea. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. But anyways, look on page 117. Okay, we have some type of risk. You know, for example, in this case, well, this woman is a firefighter, right? So, like, for example, that's a risky job. There's no other way. You know, there's a risky job. What risk does a firefighter have to face?
The risk to die in a fire.
Yes, they could die. What else? What will be another risk a firefighter has? Like obviously to die.
Maybe have an accident.
They could have an accident. They can get burned or intoxicated with the smoke. They can get hurt. Like they can break a bone or something. So it is very dangerous. Maybe other people can die if they don't do their job properly. So that's not a risk. You are risking other people's lives. Then we have an actor. So what kind of risks does an actor may have?
They can be murdered by a fanatic.
Oh, yes. I haven't thought about that one, but yes, they could be killed and murdered by a fan. It has happened before. I don't remember the girl's name, but it was some years ago. I think she was a singer from one of those TV shows, The Voice or The X Factor or something, and she was
Oh yes,
signing autographs or something like that. And one dude came up and shot her. She died. So yeah, it might be
like John Lennon.
like John Lennon. Yes, paparazzi pressure. Yeah, that's also a risk. That well, if you want to be an actor and you want to be famous, you're gonna have to risk it having people taking pictures of you all the time. I don't know. Maybe they don't have as much, but yes.
They lose their privacy.
Yes, you risk to lose your privacy. Okay, that's some risks that actors may have. What about a politician? What risks can they have?
Also, they can
Maybe
be killed,
a
like
politician.
Colosio.
Yes, they could be killed as well, like Colosio or any other. ¿Cómo se llama el de aquí? El doctor. Se me fue el nombre.
Torre.
Rodolfo.
Torre.
Rodolfo
They-
Torre.
Ándale, como él también. So yeah, they risk it. They can be killed. Where else? Where else can they risk? Maybe they can
Maybe.
risk taking a bad decision, and then their political career might be over. If they made a bad decision, they can cost them an election or something. What else?
They can be corrupted by other politicians.
Yes, that's true. They can be corrupted. They can end up in a scandal maybe if they do something right. What about the stock trader? In the stock market, el mercado de valores. So what kind of things does he risk?
They can lose a lot of money in a very little moment.
Yes, they can lose a lot of money in just like that, seconds, minutes. Boom, they can lose millions and millions of dollars.
And
or pesos.
obviously their job.
And obviously the job, yes. Well, on one hand, they can lose millions of dollars, and they can lose the job. But on the other hand, it's not their money they're losing, so they're like, well, I get fired, and that's okay. I don't have to pay for it.
Mhm.
So it'll be worse if you lost like billions and billions, and then you have to pay for it. So okay, yeah, it's a lot of pressure and everything, but at least you don't have to pay for it. And the last one is a small business owner. No, la tiendita de la esquina. So, what do these people risk?
Open.
Maybe you can
Or
lose maybe some money. For example, today with the quarantine, some people are losing their jobs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe you don't. Maybe people, like in this case, people don't go out as much to buy things. Like for example, if I need to buy something at this time, I go to the supermarket and I buy like everything that I'm going to need for at least a week or a week and a half, so I don't have to go out as much. But for example, like a few months back, if I was in my house and I wanted to buy some chips or cookies or something, I would just go to the corner store and that's it. But now I don't do it. I prefer not having cookies or not eating chips or not drinking milk than going out. And risk it. Porque pues no me voy a arriesgar por unas papitas de ir aquí al Oxxo o a la tienda y que luego me enferme. Entonces, pues ya ni modo, pues no me comí las papas ya. But yes, many people are risking it just for like small things. Como Gabriel que nomás anda de pata de perro para todos lados. Yes, this person could be mugged. Well, not mugged. It's in this case is robbed. Acuérdense que mugged is when you are on the street. So when you're on the street and somebody mugs you, if you are inside your store, you get robbed. But yes, it's the same concept. Somebody can come in and steal their money. And well, they can have some risk. But now, from these jobs here, which one do you think is the most risky? Firefighter, politician, stock trader, actor, and the business owner, small business owner. Which do you think is the most risky?
Firefighter?
Yeah, I think the firefighter. I think the firefighter. I don't know what about the rest.
Yeah, I think the firefighter too.
Okay. And which one you think is the least risky?
Maybe a small business owner.
Oh, could be. I think the least risky here is the actor. I think because if
I think it could be
he gets, I think the
relative.
small business owner. Yeah, it could be relative.
Because, for example, if you live in a place where there is a good security, you can put a store, a little store. But for example, if you put a store here in Tamaulipas, it's very dangerous.
Oh, yes.
And with respect to the actor, if you are a very, very famous actor, it's more risky than a less famous person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, look. So here we have like a survey, kind of a survey. No lo puedo hacer así como más grande. Vamos a ver si lo puedo hacer un poco más grande, un poco más grande, un poco más grande. No, ya no da más. Well, anyways, it's on the same page. The only thing that you have to do is mark yes, maybe, or no. And here are some specific questions about the things that if you would do them or not. All of them are in a way risky somehow. Let's read all of them first, if you have any questions, and then you answer yes, maybe, or no. So in terms of physical health and safety, would you take part in a sport like caving or horseback riding? You know, caving son los que andan explorando así las cuevas y son como que las grutas también que se van por abajo, ya sea escalando, entrando, explorando o cuando andan como buceando que se van así por abajo de las cavernas. That's caving or horseback riding. Pues nomás montar a caballo. ¿Eh? Would you take part in a sport like that? Would you go bungee jumping? Would you ride a bicycle in traffic without a helmet? That's Mexico every day. Would you eat food from a sidewalk stand? Chale, también that's Mexico every day. Que si comerías de la calle, pues, en los puestecillos de la calle. Then we have lifestyle. Would you argue for something everyone else in your group is against? Entonces, todo el mundo en tu grupo está en contra de algo, pero tú estás ahí de cuchillito de palo defendiéndolo. Move to another country. Run for a public office. Que ya sería ser para ser diputado o presidente municipal o algún tipo de puesto público. Would you wear something uncool or out of style? Algo que sabes que todo el mundo te va a criticar porque que no está fashion o está chafo o lo que sea, pero me lo voy a poner, no importa. Would you quit your job before finding a new one? Would you start your own business? Would you work freelance? Si no saben lo que es freelance, ¿cómo se dice? Vaya, no tienes jefe, eres independiente y te contratan para hacer diferentes trabajos, pero pues no perteneces en sí a la plantilla de ninguna empresa. Completamente independiente. And would you invest money in the stock market? Ahora sí, answer yes, maybe, or no. ¿Honorarios? Lo de freelance. Que trabajas por honorarios. Ah, bueno, sí, sí, algo así. Que no, la empresa te contrata para hacer un cierto tipo de trabajo, lo haces y ya, pero no formas parte, no haces antigüedad, eres completamente independiente, sí, no tienes que estar atenido a, a políticas de la empresa. Bueno, sí, a ciertas cosas, ¿verdad? Pero es más que nada, haces el contrato, haces el trabajo que tienes que hacer y ya, bye. ¿Qué pasó?
In room for a public office,
Mhm. Like if you want to become a congressman, a politician, senator, mayor, so you have to run for politics.
uh-huh. Okay.
But I don't know. Would you do it? Yes, maybe, or not. Okay, and when you finish, every time you have a yes, you're going to give yourselves 2 points. If you have a maybe, it's 1 point, and if you have no, it's 0, no point. Okay, entonces si ponen aquí, would you take part in a sport like caving or horseback riding? Tienen yes, son 2 puntos aquí, 2 points. Maybe it's 1, no, it's not. And you have to add up all the numbers. All right, I'll be back. Okay. You're back. Okay. That was fast. Bueno. Do you have your final score?
No yet.
All right. All right. So look, aquí abajito, we have the result, or like each score gives you how a risky person you are. Okay, and then we have first you have for domain. En cada sección tenemos. If you have for each section from 0 to 2, it means that you are not a risk taker. That you don't like taking risks. If you have 3 to 5, is you're a moderate risk taker. Or if you have 6 to 8, you're a high risk taker. But this is for domain, because maybe I like to take risks in terms of physical health and safety, but I don't like taking risks in my career in finance. ¿Sí? You see what I mean? Entonces, primero viene por cada sección. ¿Qué tanto les gusta tomar riesgos? So, let's say, Davo, how risky you are in the physical health and safety domain. Not a risk taker, moderate or high risk taker.
Moderate risk taker.
Okay. Vale G, are you there? How risky you are in your lifestyle, your social status, and your relationships. Not a risk taker, moderate or high risk taker. ¿Y anda por aquí, Vale G, todavía? O ya se fue. Bueno, a ver, Alexis, Mario, Gabo. Lifestyle, social status.
In general, teacher, or
What's it?
in general, or by domain.
By domain, in this one, the second one, lifestyle. How
I
risky are
have,
you?
I am a mm, moderate.
Okay, moderate, very good.
3.
Okay, Gabriel, the last one, your career in finance.
I am very high risk taker.
Okay, high risk taker. Ahora sí, si sumamos todo, if we add everything up, tenemos, if we are from 0 to 7, it's not a risk taker. 8 to 16, moderate, and 17 to 24 is high risk. Entonces sí, ahora sí, de todo junto, all together, overall, how risky you are.
I am a moderate.
Okay, Alexis, moderate. Yael, how risky are you?
I'm also a moderate.
Okay. Mario,
Moderate 2.
okay. Gabriel va a salir high risk, ¿verdad?
I get 17 points.
You got 17, so you're a high risk taker.
Yes.
Okay.
You could die.
I don't think so.
Okay, Jose Antonio, it's a moderate risk taker. Okay. Vale, Vanessa, how risk takers are you, girls? Okay, Valeria is a moderate. And Vanessa? Tavo is a moderate risk taker. Okay. Zafiro no vino, ¿verdad? No, hoy no se conectó Zafiro. No la veo. Okay, anyways. That's okay. It's okay. Like everybody can have their own lifestyle in terms of taking risks. I think I would consider myself a moderate risk taker also. Not so much, but I'm not a chicken either. All right. So look, we're going to keep working with risks vocabulary, specifically vocabulary. That's what we're going to work on today. Not so much grammar. Going to be mostly vocabulary. Okay. And on page 118, first, here, before reading the text, antes de leer esto, aquí tenemos, we have some statements. The only thing that you have to do right now is tell me if you agree or disagree. It says, nowadays, people worry about physical safety too much these days. So what tenemos? People who succeed are people prepared to fail, and people should do their best to avoid risks. So just tell me if you agree or disagree. People worry about physical safety too much these days. Agree or disagree? What do you think?
I am disagreeing.
Why?
Because these days,
Uh-huh.
People worry more for the physical. No, to show an image, a good image, una buena imagen.
Uh-huh. Okay,
of their body, no physical. Physical is
right.
physical or
Yeah, like physical, like don't get hurt or don't get injured, or maybe your health, staying
Okay.
healthy.
I don't think no.
So you disagree also. Why?
I think actually the people are doing very stupid things and very
Uh-huh.
dangerous.
Okay.
Like, for example, the challenges in social media.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, I don't know, ponerse aceite y prenderse fuego.
Yeah, they light fire to themselves, or they what was the other one? When they were like at the beginning, they were like throwing a bucket of ice on top of them, and they just keep coming with very stupid and crazy things. Like I remember, I don't know if you remember this because you're probably too young. But I remember some years back, this show came up, Jackass, on MTV. I don't know if you have seen that show or not. But it was that, like, people doing stupid, crazy things, and obviously they did it because they get paid. But still, like they were risking their health, their lives sometimes for nothing, for doing some stupid thing. But anyways, okay. So entonces aquí tenemos dos personas. At least two people here said that they disagree. But people who succeed are people prepared to fail. What do you think? Agree or disagree? People who succeed are people who are prepared to fail.
Yeah, I think yes, because if you take the risk or you are decide to do something, you need to be prepared in that case that you fail.
Okay. So Alexis agrees, Mario agrees. We have two people here. Tao agrees. So we agree here. And said people should do their best to avoid risks. So you have to do everything that you can not to take risks. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
What?
Disagree.
Why?
Oh, because like the first one, people are doing some very stupid things actually, and I think they are not trying to avoid the risks.
All right. Yeah, I think I disagree in terms of like like Mario said, there are sometimes risks that you have to take. Not if you want to or not, but you have to take them. And here, the sentence says that you should do everything that you can to avoid those risks. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to take the risk. So I think you spend more time and energy trying to avoid them than just like, okay, let's just do it and see what happens. No? Because sometimes you have to take them. So well, we have to disagree. Okay, anyway. Now we're going to read the article and we're going to decide whether the writer would agree or disagree with the statements here. We have our opinion. Now let's see what the author has to say regarding this statement. Okay, and let's see if we agree or disagree with the writer from the text. All right. So, what are you scared of? We should all take more risks in our lives, argues Tina Brandon. Vamos a ver qué dice Tina Brandon acerca de taking risks. So, who can read the first paragraph? Tabo, thank you very much.
I think it must have been sometime in the 1990s when we all started to play it safe. My father talks of his own youth as a time of outdoor adventure, of risky activities such as playing on rope swing in the woods and camping out with friends. Sure, they picked got minor injuries along the way, and at worst a few broken bones. But they enjoy their freedom and they learn to accept risk as a normal part of life. My own generation is different. Rather than playing outside in the woods, we spend our time playing inside on our computers. Is instead of taking chance with friends, we were protected from all harm of others.
All right. He doesn't like you reading. Bueno, va. Yes. Okay. So he's in this case Tina Brandon. Remember that the writer of this text is Tina Brandon. Ándale, llévaselo a Vale. Dice Tina Brandon. She thinks that her parents, they had they were a generation where they took many risks. You know, like it was a risky environment. They took chances, like let's see what happens. That's it. That's another way of expressing it. Let's take the chance. Vamos a ver qué pasa. But apparently, before the 1990s, like most of the kids had the freedom to do whatever they wanted, and that's true. And that's true. I agree with that because I grew up in the 1980s, so like we could just be outside our house and do whatever we wanted and run. And yes, we had some injuries, but nothing really happened. And after that, like I don't think 1990s, but 2000s, now everybody wants to play it safe. You know, ya no quieren que al niño le pase nada, ni que se raspe nada, ni que se corte la uña del dedo chiquito. So I think that we are overprotecting this generation. That's why they don't want to take risks anymore. And if they do, it's because they do stupid things. Anyway, okay, who can read second paragraph? Alexis, Gabo, Vale, Jose Antonio.
Me, sure.
Great.
Okay. And I think we're suffering now because of it. Think about the successful people you know. What do they all have in common? Whether they are musicians, actors, politicians, or people who have success in business or sports, you can be pretty sure that they have all taken risks at key moments in their lives. Perhaps they haven't been exposed to physical danger, but they've exposed themselves to an even greater risk, the risk of failure.
Yes, that's it. So sometimes we have to be exposed to some kind of danger, whether it's physical or not. But that's it. We are exposed to, like just going outside your house, you are exposed to something, to get hit, to get injured, to get sick, to get fired, But we are exposed to many different things, and sometimes, well, we have to risk to fail. Sometimes we have to take the risk of failure. There's no other way around. Otherwise, how do we know if we are doing it right or not? Tienes que arriesgarte. Que no arriesga, no gana. No pain, no gain. All right, who can read number 3? Gabo, Vale, José Antonio, Mario. No, Gabo no, porque
I
está
read.
el niño. Vale,
I read.
vale.
I believe that too much of us have become so afraid of failure that we don't dare to
Dare.
take any chance. Dare to take any chances. Instead of looking for opportunities, we look for security and safety. But we need to learn to take more risk if we want to get the rewards. It's only through risking failure that we learn what works and what doesn't.
Exactly. Like we have to take risk because if we are always looking for some kind of security and safety, then we won't be able to find out if we can do things, if we can get better. So, we have to dare to take chances. Tenemos que atrever. We have to dare to take chances. Because if we don't dare to, and we're always looking for security, and we are looking for some safety, not to be exposed to things, and we want to play it safe, then we won't know if we can succeed or not. And who can read the last one? Okay, vale.
All of us can challenge ourselves by introducing more risk into our lives. Lives. Take up a new sport and risk being bad at it in the beginning. Go to your boss with that idea you've been thinking about but were too scared to share before. Take a risk. You never know what might happen.
Exactly. You never know what might happen. You might get it. Puede ser que salga bien, pero pues if we play it safe and we don't take the risk and we don't expose ourselves to this kind of failure, then we won't know. Okay. So tell me, do you agree with Tina Brandon? Do you agree with what she says about taking risks and stuff?
I'm agree.
Okay. Well, now tell me. I think most people would agree, pero pues luego así como que nada más de dientes para afuera, ¿verdad? Y a la mera hora le sacatean. That's a normal thing. But tell me a personal experience. Tell me a time when you were scared and you played it safe and you didn't want to dare to take the risk. Tell me one time that where you play it safe and you didn't dare to take any chances. About anything, like I said, like you can go to a restaurant and you know that la milanesa está bien rica. So, pues ya la he probado, ya sé que sabe, pues milanesa. Pero no, hombre, mira, prueba esto. Y tú, no sé, es que I play it safe. Voy a ordenar la milanesa porque ya sé que está buena, ya sé cómo la cocinan y ya sé que, entonces, no. So it could be something as simple as that, or it could be something more complicated. But tell me a time in your life where you played it safe and you didn't dare to take a chance.
For example, when I start to work in a team in another city, I decide to play myself in my city and start to work with my own business.
Oh, in that case, you took the chance, right? Okay.
And I decided to start to work for myself.
All right, very good. So that's it. Like you took your chance. You were exposed to failure because you didn't know if your business was going to be good or not.
Yes,
so that's a good thing.
Yes, because when I started to work, I'm in another city where the people it was a big city, and in Victoria is in a small town.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like honestly, opening any kind of business in a small town, in a small city, it is dangerous because like sometimes there's not a lot of people who can go to your business. So that's a good thing, and especially in your case because I'm assuming that it's some kind of beauty related business, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
So here there is a lot of those kind of businesses. So there's a lot of demand, and so that might be also risky because there's a lot of people who have these kind of businesses, and yeah, it could be risky in a way. Okay.
Yes.
Pero ahora Al revés, alguien que me diga, esto de play it safe, lo que significa esto de play it safe, es que no nos la quisimos jugar. Que no, mejor me voy a lo seguro. Okay? Because we don't want to be exposed to, porque no nos quisimos exponer al fracaso, to failure. So tell me a time, any time, about whatever you want, where you played it safe. Que ya no se quisieron arriesgar, no, mira, mejor vamos a hacerle así está facilito y no pasa nada. Anybody? Somebody? ¿No? Digo, ya vimos un ejemplo en el que alguien tomó el riesgo de hacer algo. So, Gabriel took chances. ¿Sí? So, took chances es lo mismo, take risks. Tomas el riesgo, tomas la oportunidad que tienes y te atreves. You dare to. Te atreves a hacer. Ahora está al revés. Una vez en la que no nos atrevimos, we didn't dare to, and we played it safe.
Okay.
¿No? ¿No? ¿Nadie? ¿Algún ejemplo?
Maybe when you are fixing something and you know that you need a special piece of or a special component that is their price is very high, and you prefer to stay with and you prefer to pass to of the tools, and it's like when you say, no, it's okay, only that it works, it's good, because you can't, or you don't want to invest more money for the tool.
Well, it could be. I would think all the opposite. You know, like sometimes you know that you can have two pieces that you need, or one piece, and you can have like the expensive one because it's a good brand and good materials, and then you have the cheap one that maybe it's not a good brand, but it's affordable. And sometimes we don't want to risk it, and we want to play it safe. Y si no, es que esta pues sí está más barata, pero si se me rompe luego, mejor no. So I'm going to play it safe, and maybe I'm going to buy the expensive one because I don't want to take the risk.
Yes, it's another way to think.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, I think the vocabulary here is not that hard. I already explained a little bit, most of it. So we're just going to match it here. Entonces tenemos aquí play it safe, risky, freedom, take a chance, exposed to or be exposed to, failure, dare to, and security. And we just have to match it. Let's match the first one, and then you can do the rest on your own. Y dice, if you play it safe, you, okay, involves the possibility of danger or harm, are not protected from it, a feeling of safety, do it without fear, even though it may be dangerous, avoid taking any risk, do something in spite of the risk, a pesar de, the right to do what you want, or a lack of success in doing something. So, ¿qué significa play it safe? So, if you play it safe, what? No. Going to play it safe. Muy bien. So, play it safe means that you avoid taking risks. Okay? Es la expresión. Play it safe. Significa avoid taking risks. No quiero tomar riesgos, lo voy a evitar. So I'm going to play it safe. ¿Sí? Entonces, traten de hacer el match con los demás y ahorita lo checamos. Okay, just tell me when you're done.
Finish.
All right. Okay. So let's see. So something that is risky is what?
Involves the possibility of danger, harm, etc.
Yes. So something that is risky involves the possibility of danger, harm, etc. Freedom is
The right to do what you want.
that's it. Freedom is the right to do what you want. Yeah. Okay, then if you take a chance, you muy bien. You do something in spite of the risk. Y a pesar del riesgo, you take the chance. O lo haces, te atreves a hacer. If you're exposed to something, you
Are not protected from it.
that you are not protected from it. Te estás exponiendo, entonces quiere decir que pues, no estás protegido contra eso. ¿Verdad? Te puede pasar. Entonces luego tenemos failure is. What is failure? Muy bien. Is a lack of success in doing something. Entonces, failure es la falta de éxito, por supuesto. If you dare to do something, bien, pues aquí sería la D. You do it without fear, even though it might be dangerous. Pero ya te atreviste a hacerlo, entonces ya, sin miedo. Y pues la última, obviamente, ¿qué color nos falta? Ya vemos todos. Vamos a usar negro. Sí, security is. Security is a feeling of safe. Okay. Vamos a hacer un ejercicio con este vocabulario. We're going to do one exercise on your workbook, page 58. Let me take a picture for the ones who don't have book. Diablos. Diablos. Me sacó esta cosa. Va. All right. It's page 58, exercise 1, vocabulary, section 1, A and B. First, it's a listening, which you shouldn't have any problems with that. And then it's the using it to complete it. Right over.
What page, teacher?
It's page, workbook page 58. Page 58. This one here. first thing is I'm going to read it for you. So from 1 to 8, you're going to write the words, just writing the words, that's it. And then we're going to use these words to complete the sentences here using the correct form. A veces tenemos que cambiar la forma del verbo, a lo mejor el tiempo en pasado o en presente o así. Okay? So I'm just going to read them for you and you write them here, the ones that you hear. Number 1. Be exposed to. 2. Dare to. 3. Failure. 4. Freedom. 5. Play it safe. 6. Risky. 7. Security. 8. Take a chance. Okay, one more time, just to recheck. All right, let's do it again. Number 1, be exposed to. 2, dare to. 3, failure. 4, freedom. 5, play it safe. 6, risky. 7, security. 8, take a chance. And that's it. Okay, entonces a ver, sí díganme, ¿qué quedó en el número 1? But type it, póngalo en el chat para ver si lo pone. What was number 1? Okay, be exposed to. Next, 2. Dare to, muy bien. 3. Failure, muy bien. Next one. Freedom. Okay, yes. 5. Play it safe. 6. Risky, muy bien. 7. Security, muy bien. Y la 8, the last one, number 8. Take a chance. Yeah. Okay. Bueno. So the last thing we're going to do today is complete these sentences with the correct form of the words that we just heard. Entonces, tenemos. Theo would like to have the of working for himself, but he needs the of a steady job right now. Entonces ahí es donde tenemos que utilizar el mismo vocabulario. Okay, security, risky, freedom, take a chance, dare to, and so on. So be exposed to. So Theo would like to have the what? I want to see the freedom. Muy bien. Theo would like to have the freedom of working for himself, like Gabriel did. But he needs the of a steady job right now. What does he need of a steady job? No se puede arriesgar. Él quisiera. He would like to. But he needs the what of a steady job, de un trabajo fijo. Yes, he needs the security of a steady job. Bien, entonces ya tenemos la número uno es freedom y security. Entonces esas dos pues ya las quitamos de ahí. Hagan 2, 3, 4 y ahorita lo checamos. All right, do we have it? All right, let's see. The second one says, starting my own business was what?
Risky.
Risky, very good. So starting my own business was risky, but and now it's really successful.
Took a chance.
That's it, very good. So number 2 is completo. Starting my own business was risky, but I took a chance, and now it's really successful. All right, we have that one. What about the third one? I think that if you risk at an early age,
Are exposed to.
muy bien. I think that if you are exposed risk at an early age, then you are less likely to when you grow up. You are less likely to
Play it safe.
muy bien, to play it safe. So I think if you are exposed to risk at an early age, then you are less likely to play it safe when you grow up. And the last two, Jan, take on the new challenge.
Dare to.
Muy bien. So Jan dared to take on the new challenge and didn't let her fear of stop her.
Failure.
Failure. Muy bien. So, yo sé que estos observaciones de repente están medias confusas y sacadas de onda. Como quiera, a la hora del examen, no se las voy, igual y sí se las pongo ahí con jiribilla, pero no tan sacadas de onda de repente como se las ponen aquí en el libro, ¿ok? Entonces, it's just we have to practice with vocabulary, and tomorrow we're going to keep working a little bit with vocabulary. Be exposed to, dare to, failure, freedom, play it safe, risky, security, and take a chance. Okay. So, questions? Questions?
No.
Bueno. Entonces, dejamos de grabar.